Alright, give me a minute to brainstorm my stories. Hey, think sick HD. And Scrooge.
Oh.
There we go. That's good, right? Annie, do you remember what stories I would tell people on stream? Because I can't think of that many right now. I know there's at least like 8.
Hey, a new donation from Yuliutes was just received for $4.20. Included message, hey Crossbox, how does your mom feel while seeing you cosplaying like that? P.S. You make me question my sexuality, Kappa Pride.
She was taking pictures of me. She's like, oh my god, you look so cute, Albert. Yo, thank you for that sub. Welcome.
Those who were
Oops, I just got right. Okay. Let me tell you guys a story after I get first blood. After I get first blood. You know, I could just kill him. You know that? Watch this.
spirit is not lost.
Wait, I didn't ignite him. What am I doing with my life? Hang on. 1 second. Let me go fix this. Fix this as in my ignorant playstyle. How did I just forget to ignite him? And flash. Uno momento. I'm gonna blame the gloves. Alright, that's not a good first impression.
My hands are stained.
E-girl gameplay. No, I'll do better. I'm gonna make you proud. Oh, daddy. Daddy, don't be disappointed. Oh, I ran right through that.
A sword mirrors its own.
Once I oh. I'm gonna kill you. Hey, Algorn, thanks for the donation.
A new donation from Algorn 120 was just received for $4.20. Included message, you could make it big enough to cover your mini-map, then you don't get ghosted and we get to see it all Kriagasm.
I think it's fine. I think you guys, it probably means a lot to see the mini-map. Actually, I don't think he has TP. Alright, are you guys ready for story time now? Now that I'm not really far behind.
Choose your own path.
I'll start with a classic. You guys might have heard this story before, but for those of you that didn't, hopefully it'll be fun. I'll tell you guys the story of my first girlfriend, boyfriend. Yeah, would you like me to swap the roles so I'm the girl here? No, I won't. Let me tell you guys the story of my first girlfriend. It's a kind of long one, so be ready.
So long I've wandered.
So I was 4 years old. No, I was 16? Yeah, I was 16. Alright, now y'all are gonna hate me for this. Or maybe not because I'm hot, but y'all are gonna think I'm crazy. I used to be a brony. When I was 15, I got really into My Little Pony. Like, really into it. Really into My Little Pony. Yeah, I know. It's... I selectively choose to not remember that. Anyway, so I was really into My Little Pony. Oh, and Brandon, welcome. And I overheard at lunch there was this dude. He was saying to he was like very vehemently saying to one of his friends, like, no, Fluttershy is the best pony. I know. I'm aware. Okay. Yeah, the guy was like, Fluttershy is the best pony. And then I jumped into this group of strangers. Oops, I screwed that up. And I was like, yeah! Fluttershy is definitely the best pony. And then he was like, yeah! Yeah, I know. And then that guy, ever since then, he'd buy me cookies. At the end of the lunchtime, you could pay 40 cents for a nice cookie. And then he'd always buy a cookie and walk over to my table and give it to me. I didn't know his name. And I started buying him cookies too. I know what you're thinking. Oh, I know where this goes. No, hang on. So eventually, after a month.
A donation from Yuliutes was just received for $4.20. Included message: Alberta Storytime hype.
Well, thanks, Yulius. I think he died. Oh, they got turret first blood. That's okay. So eventually, after a month of that guy invited me to his birthday party. Turns out he's a super normal dude, aside from being a huge My Little Pony fan. He's 17, older, I know. And he introduced me to all of his older female friends at the party. I'll use a throwaway name because this girl might watch my stream. If you're watching, I am so sorry. We'll call her Sandy Cheeks. There were 2 girls named Sandy Cheeks, I know. Both of them were 17. I know, older woman. And
A new donation from Dorian Gray was just received for $4.20. Included message. They say to be successful you need to be a pro, very funny or girl. You, Albert, combined the 3 of those requirements. Long life BOXBOX.
thank you. Yeah, I try. I mastered the formula. Anyway, so Sandy Cheeks, I got to meet both of them. And I had a pretty good time with them at the party. And right around then was when I started that's when I started playing Riven. So that's when I got to high Ela. I remember around this time was when I was ranked 3 on the ladder. Although, don't get me wrong, rank 3 wasn't actually that great because like Riven was really broken. I wasn't actually like the 3rd best player on the server. I just knew how to abuse Riven's boobs and stuff. Abuse the boobs to be successful. So, motherfuck.
My hands are stained.
Oh, I guess they saw. Oh, they see him. So,
How should I proceed?
around this time was when I got to high elo, and Shinjo's gonna blast cone over, aren't you? Aren't you, Shinjo? I know you're waiting. You're waiting to blast cone over, aren't you? Oh,
Cannot.
oh, you're over there. What the heck? Motherfucker. They want me.
My spirit is not.
Oh, hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about, Udyr! Can I get him a round of applause for this, Udyr? Oh, that was awesome, dude. Let me give him a heart. That was good. Well played, dude. I'm dead of minions. Alright, that's a really obnoxiously long sound effect.
Good.
I timed that Zanya's perfectly. Like, right as he dashed in, but avoided the damage. That felt good. Alright. I'm back.
What conflict awaits?
Anyway, so one of the Sandy Cheekses played League of Legends. Yeah, you know where this is going now, don't you? So I added her on League. I added all of them on League, the Brony guy as well.
Of the past.
And eventually, I'm not gonna lie, I was interested in Sandy Cheeks. She was cute. And played League, and she was Asian. That's like all it takes for me really at the time. So, I kept looking for opportunities to invite her, but she was always busy. Like, I'd always finish my game, and she'd be spectating someone. I was like, oh man, she's probably spectating the Brony friend.
How should I?
And then, back then, or you can still do this now, I'm pretty sure. You right-click someone's name when they're spectating, you click spectate, you like join them. So I right-clicked her name to spectate, and it was like, game not found. I was like, weird. So like, I waited for another opportunity. I finished my solo queue game, she's spectating. I can't spectate, I can't join in.
No one
Alright, hang on.
back.
Nice job. Man, I wasn't even like there in time for the dive. I'll just give him another heart. I'm just gonna be creepy. You are so brave, this Udyr. I like it. So, yeah, you guessed it. She was spectating me. I found that out much later. One day, probably about like 3 weeks after meeting them, I woke up and she was there next to me. Like, not laying in bed with me. She was like... It was almost like she was sitting on the chair next to me like, we need to have a talk. But I've never really spoken to her. She was just sitting in the bed next to me and I like freaked out. I got up. I was so confused. And then... I looked to my other side and there's the Brony guy. It turns out the Brony guy like brought her in. I guess it was kind of weird, but I invite people over all the time, so it wasn't that absurd. Like he just like came in. They invite himself over all the time. At least the Brony guy did. So yeah, Brony guy invited himself in and brought Sandy Cheeks, and then they thought I was awake. I mean, like it was like 4 p.m. I should have been awake, but I wasn't awake, and so they just decided the best course of action was to sit down next to me. And then Brony guy is like, "Hey Albert, brought your biggest fan here," and then she was like, "Oh stop it! Like he doesn't know that yet." And then he's like, "She spectates all your games. She loves watching you play." I didn't stream at the time. Like she just like spectated me through the in-game client and just watched my actual play. I think she had like some favorite pro players and she really liked that I kept playing against them. Anyway, so to summarize things, nothing happened with her. She continued just being like a fan of my league play. Sorry, it's not juicy. But what happened next was the other Sandy Cheek started talking to me, the one that doesn't play League. And at some point, Brony guy, "Mother, what are you doing?" Oh, I win.
Choose your own path.
An enemy has been slain.
I gotta master the art of posing after every kill. I'm working on it. What the? You die standing up. That's sick. Anyway, other Sandy Cheeks and I start talking, and the Brony guy was like, "Yo, you, me, and Sandy Cheeks should watch this romantic movie together. The 3 of us in your house." I was like, "I'm down." And so it came time of the movie. I got myself decently dressed, and then Sandy Cheeks arrived, and then she's like, "Where's Brony guy?" I had no clue, so I called him up, and he was like, "Oh man, Albert, I'm so sorry, I can't make it. Like, wow, I really want to watch this movie with you guys, but something emergency came up. Like, I don't know, my dog died again. So like, you guys have fun at the movie. Tell me how it goes." And yeah, I know. I was oblivious. I didn't know what he was going for back then. I see it now. Okay, I'm not blind, Dad. You can stop making fun of me for that now. And so the 2 of us watched the movie together. She was really touchy. Again, I know. I see it now. But yes, she was really touchy, and she kept like hugging me, especially during like the cute parts of the movies. And then at some point, she was like we're just sitting on a bed together, and she like it's so cute, like laying down while like hugging me, and then she was like rolling around on the bed, and then she like rolled on top of me, like stomach to stomach. I was like back against the bed, and she was on top with her face just a few inches away from my face, and then she's like, "Are you blushing?"
An enemy has been slain.
I mean, I probably was, but also, like, you know, blood flow. And then she was like, "Hee that's cute." And then, not in that voice. And then we finished the movie, and then she left. And much later on, oh, I'm sorry, dude, I just stole your farm. Much later on. Am I dead here? You gonna ult me? Oh, you don't have ult! Oh my god, he didn't have ult! Wow, I could've died there. Wait, they won't see this one coming. Might be. Sorry. So later on, I had a bunch of people over at my house, and I had a big test to study for. And I didn't kick everyone else out, but I told them like, "Hey guys, I live right next to our high school, so like people come over all the time, even though my house is pretty small. So usually there's like 6 to 8 people over for a couple hours every day. So I told them all like, I'm not kicking you out, but just letting you guys know I have to go upstairs and study. So I went to my bedroom. Actually, I went to my grandpa's room. Don't ask. I went to my grandpa's room. Ooh, remind me to tell you about my grandpa. And I was in his bed studying for my AP US history test. And then after a few minutes I hear a knock on the door, and it's Sandy Cheeks. And she's like, Albert, they told me you're really bad at AP US history. It was true, I was really bad at it. And like, I took all these tests last year. If you want me to help you out, I can study with you. And then I was like, sure. Sure, why not? And she like got in the bed next to me, like bundled up in my blankets with me, and like she's like, okay, pull out your notes. And then take your hands out of your pants, guys. She helped me study legitimately for like an hour and a half. And then after that, I got tired. I was like thanks for helping me study, but I'm gonna go take a nap. I'll continue studying afterwards. And then she's like, oh, okay, yeah, you go take your nap. I'll wait here. And so I took my nap, and I woke up, and she was like in bed with me, asleep. And yeah, I guess she actually like was planning on waiting for me to finish sleeping to continue helping me study.
Spirit is not lost.
And then when I woke up, and then I woke her up, and then she was like, are you ready? And then I was like, do you like me? And then she was like, I need to go. I know, it's really obvious in hindsight. Don't laugh at me. I was an oblivious boy. I've never had a girlfriend before. Alright? The closest I got to anything was like that one time I touched a flight attendant's boob by mistake. Just like blindly grabbing for water. But yeah, she was like, motherfuck. Alright, I guess that fight's over. Yeah, after that, that's how we started motherfucking me.
Violence to end violence.
I'm going upstairs. What? Oh, he's trolling. Yeah, that's the story of my first girlfriend. That relationship lasted a good 2 weeks. In case you're wondering. Okay. Grandpa story. How many of you guys remember my grandpa? He's actually appeared on stream a couple times. How did it end? Oh, you guys are gonna yell at me for this. I broke up with her via Gmail chat. Like, in my head I was like, I'm not really feeling the relationship, and I don't want to lead her on. So then I was like, I should let her have it online so that she doesn't have to like physically see me, you know? And that might be painful, especially because she's always at my house. So yeah, I dumped her via online chat.
My spirit is not lost.
Gmail chat, yeah, specifically. Yeah. Anyway. I ran into her recently. I live at a college right now. Even though I don't attend classes, I just stream there. And okay. And it turns out it's the college that she goes to. And like we ran into each other just like casually because we have mutual friends. Oh, I don't even need to know that you're here. Oh, do you actually want to fight like that? Oh, you have a lot of people. Oh
A
my
new
god.
donation from
Alright,
Hot
I'm
Sexy
bad.
Chinese was just received for $5. Included
this
message,
word, not me.
Albert, are you interested dating with hot sexy Chinese guy? Say yes for $100, donate.
Whoa! Am I interested in dating a hot, sexy Chinese guy? Say yes for $100, donate. Oh my goodness. That's tempting. $100 donation. I don't know if I'm ready to commit $100.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I don't know if I'm ready to commit myself to something like that. I just broke up with Sandy Cheeks 5 years ago. Actually, it's almost the 5-year anniversary of our breakup.
Destroyed a turret.
Wow. But I'm sorry, I'll have to pass on it for now. Thank you so much for the offer, though. I'm flattered.
So long.
Your team
Alright, you know
has
what? I'm taking
destroyed an
cleanse.
inhibitor.
So my grandpa Gmail her about it, like, hey Sandy, it's our 5-year break anniversary. Hope you're doing well.
Choose your own path.
So my grandpa.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
How many of you guys have heard about my grandpa before? I used to talk about him a lot, like 3 years ago. I haven't seen much of him recently.
Learn from your mistakes.
A good amount of you guys. My grandpa was an interesting dude. He used to live with us. And
An enemy has been
when he
slain.
finally found out how to use a laptop, the only things he did was watch porn and the news. We'd always give him our hand-me-down laptop, so he actually had quite a few. He had like 3 laptops. He had this like sick triple monitor setup where he had 3 laptops that could watch 3 different news channels or porn stations at the same time. What? 3 different porn channels or news stations at the same time. Yeah. And he would always watch porn on speaker. He didn't know. He didn't know